What was that? What was what? Did I miss something? Llama. I'm excited for when we get another level to play on. Man, I love Whip. Fully upgraded Whip just keeps you alive forever. But this time, let's try and grab Cross. We haven't done Cross for a little while. Oh, we have a victory and a defeat command. So if you do exclamation mark victory or exclamation mark defeat. Oh, the thing that came and took me out, that was death. If you survive for 30 minutes, death just shows up and he slaps you. You can kill death, but it's very tricky. You do unlock a character if you kill death. You can also modify your files to kill death, which is what most people do. I'm still not convinced it's possible to kill death without modifying your files. He just comes in and snatches you, yeah. Alright, let's think about what we want to do. We just did Fire Wand. Obviously, Axe is happening. Maybe Santa Water? What's the pairing with Santa Water again? Santa Water is paired with something. Orb Attractor. That's right. Track Orb. Let's take some Santa Water. We haven't done Santa Water for a while. Try and make this run a little bit different from before. We have to last for 30 minutes though, so it still has to be a good run. I'm gonna take Hollow Heart for our Whip, because we're gonna want to fully upgrade that. Whoa. 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 Candelabrador for our axe. Yeah, we're going for a little bit of an AoE build. Especially since we're taking that water. We might end up doing lightning again. Lightning's really good. And it does suit what we're doing. Alright, we're gonna want item duplicator. I might take Cross, which means we'll have to take Clover. More Axe, please. Weirdly, I would say this has one thing in common with something that I would never compare it to normally, but much like Noida, I think the first chunk of a run is the most exciting part of a run. Because you're like, oh god, we gotta get like X, Y, and Z, but once you get those things, you become a god, an unstoppable god. Start working toward upgraded Whip, I think. We are gonna want Spellbinder, right? Alright, Hollow Heart is for Whip. Candelabras for Axe. We're gonna want Attract Orb for you. We're gonna want Item Duplicator for you. Spellbinder would be for... What's Spellbinder upgrade? Bible. We might want Bible. I do like Bible. Maybe we'll do Bible and Cross. So let's get Spellbinder. And we're gonna want to grab ourselves Clover when we see it, and Cross when we see it. Chicken! Clover. Spellbinder's good for Santa Water. Same thing with Candelabrador. Just anything to increase its, like, area and its duration. Deny them land to stand on, you know? And there's Cross. Did we already figure out what the last weapon was gonna be? I probably said it out loud. Bible, we want Bible. Yeah, let's try and find Bibble. Up. You're for you. We want item duplicator for you. We want a tracked orb for you. Then we'll get the book because the book's just good, period. Try and get whip upgraded fast. Let's look for that Bible. X. Come on. Give me that Bibble. Take some money. Start heading toward book. So we want Bible, item duplicator. And tracked orb. Those are 3 things we're looking for. We've decided our build ahead of time. Now we just gotta find the right parts. Duplicator, there's one of them. There's only 2 things left to find. Boop! 3 chests. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Get that whip upgraded fast. Grab the money. Hopefully it's whip. I'll take it. I just want the weapons upgraded first so we could get evolutions as early as possible. And again, I think a whip is the first one we want. They're trying to keep us from our Bible study. How dare they? A tracked orb? Alright, all that's left is Bible now. That's all we need now. We are so close to perfection. X. Come on, game. You know you want to give me that Bibble. Oh, Bibble. I can't complain about upgrading whip. I want to evolve that so we don't have to worry about health very much. There's my Bibble. Come now! Darren, how's it going, buddy? They keep adding things. Like, every time I turn on Steam, it's like, oh, hey, by the way, we added some more stuff to that game. Like, oh my god. Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. I feel like I've 100% of this game 5 times now. It's just like, alright, we're at 100%, and then like 2 days later, you're no longer at 100%. Come on. Oh, we love bad jokes here. Bring all the puns you can. Axe? Sure. I really just want to finish upgrading whip and find Bible. I might re-roll the next level, just so we can get Bible sooner. Come on. We even got a rimshot command just for bad jokes. I mean, if we remove it from the pool, it makes life easier for us, so let's do it. I'll re-roll next time. Next time I don't have the option to pick whip. We'll just re-roll and hope for Bible. Didn't luck out, unfortunately. But it did give us whip. Technically what I wanted. We can also take magic wands. We'll be able to fully evolve that too. love that spinning effect on the Bible. It makes you feel very safe and secure. It's a good security blanket. There we go. A rank in Cross, a rank in Lightning, and a rank in Luck, which, fine. It's not a problem. Be nice to get some bigger chests as we play this one. There we go. Help me out. Oh, I didn't get a level out of that? Alright, one more whip to go. And we'll be all set for upgraded whip. Evolved whip. Oh my god, words. The security of religion. Again, I might take, if Magic Wand pops up, because we could evolve that one. I just want a full suite of evolutions. Nothing feels better than everything being evolved in your item. Your weapon list. My favorite duplicate, my favorite passes rather, definitely Duplicator. I think Duplicator's awesome. I really like Candelabrador. I like just making things have more area. An Empty Tome for the increased cooldown is really nice too. And Spinach, obviously, just like doing more damage is good. Whip. Alright, Whip's ready to evolve. Still got 2.5 minutes before we're allowed to evolve anything. Oh, there's Book. I can pick that up now. We just removed something from the pool of items, so might as well add something back in. A trapdoor for convenience is nice. A lot of the times I choose based on, like, what weapons I have, just because I like evolutions. It gives you something, like, planned for and move towards, which I always find nice. Fire Wand, Garlic, Potion, no thank you. No thank you. But I would definitely like some Bibles, like, we really lack that nice orbital to keep us safe. Love orbitals. Alright, Axe is ready. We still need to wait. We can't quite do it yet. Why is Dick Twist a command? An excellent question. There's a regular here, Gomper, who you'll probably see at some point. Gomper insisted we have the old Dick Twist command. We have a lot of commands that are just added for fun. They're like usually tied to some dumb inside joke from one particular stream. Which is why they're fun. Chicken, chicken. Alright. Even if we wait, this wouldn't give us an evolution. We have to wait for a chest spawned after the 10-minute mark. Alright. Real question is, why Poop Cup? Why Poop Cup? Please, Bible. Give me the Bible! Want that Bibble! Will I never be blessed with a Bibble? Am I doomed to never have Bibble? Come on. I'll even take Magic Wand at this point. I just want my last weapon. Cross. Not Fire Wand, though. Got caught up in the other two. poop cup is tied to a story about someone who used to poop in a cup in a shower. Which, when I discovered the use for the cup, I was terrified. Bible! Oh, we finally found it. We have everything we wanted. Alright. We can evolve 1, 2 things. Let's get Santa water up where we need it so we can evolve that too. Man, we're so ready for evolutions. Almost there for Santa water. Wrong part of the library. Lightning ring. Doing decimal system jokes. I like this lady. You're gonna fit in just fine here. Just fine. Come on. Give me that level, I want it. Santa water's almost there. Alright, Santa water's also ready for an evolution. Our first evolution, what's it gonna be? Will it be Whip? Will it be Axe? Will it be Santa water? They went with Santa water as our first one. Yes. Yeah. Just deadly circles on the floor. So many deadly circles. This is pretty good. Oh, Whip gets evolved next. Just for some casual heals as we wander about. Out of my way. Ooh, ooh! Yeah! Feed me. Bible. Cross. David Cross. About to play a cheeky bit of this? Ah, Darren, you should. I've said it before, but this game is like, if you took all of the annoying parts of MMO out and just kept the addictive parts of MMO, that's what this is. It's just the Skinner box experience. It's like, oh yeah, level up. Number get big. Bigger number. Level up. It's just that part without anything else. It's great. Ah, you're a library tech. Nice. Tractor. Bible. Hope a chest shows up soon. Man. Speak of a chest, it'll make itself apparent. Conan the Librarian from the UHF movie, nice. Alright, fully upgraded axe. Now a sickle. Cross, I think, is done and ready for an evolution. Yes, Cross is ready for an evolution. We're still waiting to evolve Whip. That's been ready for a while. That'll be the last goddamn thing that evolves. Lightning Ring's 3 away. Bible's 4 away. Go for the shorter trip. The lightning ring pairs with duplicator, which is real good. Track orb. There's a bunch of new characters that have, like, weapons that are specific to them. Panda with a cherry bomb, Mortaccio the skeleton with the bones he throws. There's a lot of good stuff in here now. Bible is 4 away still. Lightning ring then. One more lightning ring, we'll be ready for an evolution there. Are you trying to be Pope here? With the dirty jokes? Oh yeah, Mortaccio. Alright, that's our cross. I can't believe they're making me wait for whip. Bunch of jerks. Alright, we want lightning ring still, but upgrade whatever we can. Oh, the swords are so cool looking. Candelabrador? Spellbinder first. We're getting there for a nice, powerful rush. Once our whip gets evolved, I think we'll pretty much be there. And a few more Bible levels, and evolved Bible, of course. Cross to your least favorite weapon? I think that's relatively fair. My least favorite is probably the stupid freeze time clock arm pentagram I don't like very much. Alright, lightning's ready to evolve, which means they'll make me wait longer for my stupid whip to evolve. Spellbinder's done. Clover's out of the pool now. Boner! Bing, there we go, whip. Cross is bad. It's not as exciting. I don't even consider those weapons. Right? At least cross you might take, because it's not that bad. How many more? Candelabra's out of the pool. I should really just be grabbing, Bibles, but if we take everything else out of the pool, then all we'll ever get is Bibles. Alright, it's coming together. Yeah, like, I don't dislike cross. I think cross works fine. Let's try and get you out of the pool then, if that's all you're offering me. Bible. Oh yeah, track orb. Bible. Bible's done. A boss! I don't consider luck that useless, because you do get 4 choices with higher luck. You get chests that give you 3 or 5 items. It's true, like, once you have most things unlocked and you don't really need luck as often because you're not looking for money, it's a little less exciting. Have fun, Darren. Thanks for popping in. Guess we'll go get our stone mask. Might as well get a bonus passive since we're already done with everything else. Just waiting on chests now. last evolution. Oh yeah, here we go, last evolution. We're only at 16 minutes in. We have everything fully evolved and everything fully upgraded. That is a new land speed record for me. Oh, now we have everything. Are there beasties not being demolished as I walk by? It looks like they're all died. There we go, might as well have a stone mask. Last evolution on level 69. Nice. Oh yeah, if they're frozen, their bodies stay there until the freeze is over. Because that's how you do cool looking effects. It's like an anime, where their body slides apart after they talk for a few seconds because of the cool slash they did with their cool sword. Can't think or talk anymore, oh my god. I think we'll last 30 minutes without a problem. Rule of cool is the only rule that matters, baby. Everything is still fully upgraded. Oh, we'll make a pretty good amount of money. Given we still have half the time left. And we have fully upgraded stone mask. A boss, exactly what I was looking for. Oh, just stuck in that field of fire. God damn. Upgraded holy water is great for just standing still. Like, I kinda gotta pee. I'll probably just stand still and walk away. Unless a boss shows up. Thanks to my pickup range being extended, too, from the attract orb. Like, I'll still get the experience here. Oh, the field of blue is amazing. First time you ever got to play D&D, you got to climb a giant as a dwarf. Nice. I remember we played a game once where me and Andrew stood on each other's shoulders and wore a disguise to pretend to be a giant, and then the two of us attempted to seduce a giant. I got a little crushed when things got a little bit too intense when they were really putting on the moves. But thankfully at that point, I was a horrifying Kafka-esque man-goblin monster and was also cursed with immortality at the time, so it all worked out. Those kind of injuries don't mean anything. Always take a disguise kit. Always. Well, we had to get something. I think we were trying to get a key. Yes, a Kafka-esque man goblin. I accidentally just walked directly into that boss for a little while. My character started as human, and then, like, over the course of the game, I swapped so many different times that by the end I was just some sort of weird collage of, like, insect parts and people parts and minotaur boards. That might have been one of my favorite Wild Mage playthroughs, just because of how often I changed. Just making that cheddar. Making those Benjamins. Every time I say Benjamin, all I think about is Benji. I miss him so much. Such a good boy. What a good dog. Hopefully he's having a good time in New York with the rest of the family. I wonder what the next enemy that will show up as a you must kill X number of them. We've gotten skeletons and lion heads. Probably gonna be Gorgons. Gorgons will be the next one. I had to guess. There's a shot in the dark there. Had me in the first half, not gonna lie. No. Benji's alive and well. He's in a different state. He's a family dog, and he's with the family. So I only get to see him when I visit family. Which has been difficult because of the whole plague situation. I normally see my family like 3 or 4 times a year. I had like a year or a year and a half where I didn't see them at all, like at the height of the pandemic. I saw them for Christmas, but only a short visit. Originally, the intent wasn't necessarily seduction, it was just the standard reason why you stand on two people on each other's shoulders and wear a trench coat, which is to get into a place you're not allowed. You know, classic, oh my god, what's the name of that black and white television show with Alfalfa? Which I'm sure has aged very poorly. They did it all the time in that show. Little Rascals, thank you. But after we couldn't, like, get to what we needed, we realized we would have to do someone to get it, so. Thus the second half started. Now to go back and collect all the stuff I left on the floor as I obliterated everything in my path. Sure, don't mind if I do. In case Jimmy's saying you don't want to spoil anything for him. Who could have guessed it would have been 3 bags of money out of all the options? Or like cover your eyes. I think that's one place they might want to work on in this game is instead of just getting money from chests after you're fully evolved and upgraded, and just having a choice between chicken and money when you level up when you're fully upgraded. Because we were done at 15 minutes in. Half the run, I don't really get to make meaningful choices anymore. Is maybe include other items in there, like an attract orb item, a fire-breathing item, like some of the other pickups on the grounds. Maybe include them in the pool of things. That way at least you feel like, oh, okay, yeah. I'll take this. Just again, like, when you become too powerful too early, you really lose out on getting to make choices and play the game. Because I can literally just stand here now, and for the next 5 to 6 minutes, I'll be fine. But that's not fun, so like I want to move around and I want to make choices. But we still have a year of early access to go. I'm pretty sure we'll see that happen. See, I like that a lot, Ironcore, like something specifically for a late game experience. Items that would be exclusive to that. That'd be also good, lady. You know, just something to keep the game interesting in the late stage. Like, they nailed it with like a 30-minute cutoff. Like, that makes it nice. Bite-sized fun. You don't have to worry about a run dragging on for many hours. I'm excited to see how this game grows and evolves. Yes, enter the field of death, boss man. Let me know how that goes for you. You like that holy water? It's great, right? How's the water? Sadly, we don't have like a good knockbacky thing. Like knives, magic wands, like those hit a dude right on when they're coming at you and you could slow them down a lot. We lack that. So we do need to pay a little bit of attention. Oh, I think it's really good. That's just like a glowing pit of death that anything trying to reach me has to deal with. Honestly, like, this is probably better than garlic when you get to this point. I'm sure the damage output for the water is pretty good. Oh, we won't get to see that until we're done. Right. Yeah, I imagine we'll see a lot more, like, variety in run experience as the game evolves. Oh, agreed. Like, I didn't think it was ever worth taking holy water until this evolution showed up. Bing. Done. 4 more minutes to go. And then we shall have a fully... we'll have 100% completed the game again. For like the 90th time. I remember that time we had to get 5,000 gold in one run, and how hard it was. How laughably easy these days. Come on, me, Medusa! Come on! Yeah, more stuff in the style of the double bird. And again, because that one becomes 1 item from 2, it would let you, again, like, choose a new thing. Like, stuff like that would really lengthen the choices you get to make in any given run. That would be really good. You got a game demo for me, Cora? Today's the perfect day for it. Today's a heavy variety day, I've decided. We're just gonna be popping in and out of a bunch of things. We finished Infernax. We're gonna once again be 100% complete in this one. We're gonna take a look at a couple of games that I got keys for recently. Dead Estates and Pros and Codes. Waiting for someone to make some EDM from the fully evolved weapon interplay. Yes, some electronic dance music? I love EDM. Now when you say dome romantic, do you mean dwarf romantic? Is this a different game that sounds exactly like dwarf romantic? Dome, a different game that sounds very similar. Interesting. I'm excited to check it out. Ah. Yeah, you played a lot of it? I'll take a look. I shall check it out. We're in the end game now, baby. Oh my god, things could actually sort of reach me. Until they reach the holy water, of course. Never mind. We'll have both dwarf and dome romances soon. I'm not gonna move anymore. I'll just let the experience come to me. There's a nice blue bubble that nothing can come inside of. I'm safe in here. Oh god, things are trying to come in. But they just dissolve in the holy fire. You're in shock at how good it is? I'm excited to take a look. An alpha complex romance game? I love you, but you're green clearance and I'm but red. Do not worry, our love transcends the spectrum. The color spectrum. Can't believe we had 3 runs in a row. We're untouchable by the end. Like, that's what I was kind of saying. Like, once you know what you're doing, and once you get to a certain point, like, you are just a god. Like, the chances we run into a situation where a run isn't like this seems low now. Survive! Unlock Skull-O-Maniac. Oh god, is this a new character? Can't be another character, can it? It's not another character. Alright, what the hell is Skull-O-Maniac? 50 out of 50, yeah, alright. Power up? What did we just do? Sounds like treason talk to me. Said we unlocked Skull-O-Maniac. What is that? Is it a new level? My god, it could be. No, it's not a new level. Suspiciously paid for? Are you a shill for this game? No, I imagine you're just excited for this game. Where was it? 30 minutes on Lamb. I'm a shill for good games. Unlock Skull-O-Maniac. Is Skull-O-Maniac an item? I think it is. I think we just unlocked another thing we can grab. Which means we're not done yet. We have to do one more run. Let's be Mortaccio. Mortaccio! Gets more projectiles every 20 levels, max of +3. Really, Mortaccio is Cavallo. But we've already done Cavallo. Let's be a Mortaccio.